Oh my gosh. I'm an hour and a half late. Hi. Sup, y'all? Oh my gosh, amazing timing. Didn't plan that at all. Let's say I did. Hey, what's up? Welcome to the Crystal Library. We're here! We're here for anatomy. We're here for beans. We're here for obliques. But I got like 30 minutes. I come in late. I leave early. What the heck, man? I know. But I got a whole lot of stuff on my plate that I got to tackle. So what I thought we would do today is this. As is such, we do anatomy here, obviously, but we do a lot more than that. There's a Patreon, there's a Discord, you can look it up if you want, plug if you want. But point is, I'm just gonna rock to Sonic for a second. So today is the Bean Day. Real quick, if there's, I guess, questions you have, ask me them. This is really like all over the place already. We're going off the rails so fast. I'm sorry. Usually I start at a certain time, but if you're watching this as VOD, it makes no sense to you. But point is, we're here to do obliques today. The muffin top that usually is covered by lots of junk, or abs if you're ripped and lucky. But for the most of us, you know, floppy and jalopies, we're just trying to get by. But I love the obliques because they make your body dance and sing, and lots of exciting things happen when you're using your obliques. So anyway, because I have a very limited amount of time today, I have very many things on my plate that I gotta get done, and we'll go over stuff, but I should also mention, this is the Proko lesson that we're following, and I've basically taken the Proko course all the way through for the last 5 years, and I'm going back and remembering all the crap I forgot. So, if you would like an anatomy buddy to hopefully make your journey a little bit easier, that's what I'm here for. And also just to give my brain another dopamine rush as I see and connect things that I didn't the first time, because clearly I now have the brain knowledge of the whole body. I did not at this time, so now I can connect the dots where I didn't before and hopefully make your journey a little bit easier. So lots of 3D models, lots of extra lessons. You go get them if you want, but I'm just here to give you feedback and draw with you. So your accountability buddy can draw with you, and hopefully you won't feel as alone while you're on this anatomy journey if you're staying in touch, if you're doing this weekly with me. Every Sunday we're here. So anyway, a little later than usual today, but we're here. So as you can tell, my algorithm mentally is all over the place, but we're gonna jump right in. So today normally would be both a Natobean and a Robobean today. I said that backwards. This is Robobean. This is a Natobean. I'm all over the place today. It's so crazy. Sorry. I just came off recording something, so sorry. But anyway, these are, of course, the previous lesson. I did this already. So we're taking a look at what we did in the past to hopefully get a bit of an understanding so we can go to the future and know what we know now. So point is, the gist of it today is we've basically already done gesture. We did a skelly drawing tracing, which I'll show in a moment, which is, you know, putting the muscles on top of a skeleton and knowing exactly where they attach, where they originate, and where they insert, so we can get more specific with that information before we go back to doing one more gesture session with more profound knowledge. So again, I really only have a little bit amount of time today, so I think what we'll do is we'll do just one. I'm not going to do a Robobean and an Anatobean like I had planned, unfortunately. We're going to just do an Anatobean. But I'm going to talk about the Robobean because it's still very helpful and it's a little bit easier to draw than this big old thing, whatever the heck is going on there. Bucket in half, sliced and diced with some sort of cage of some sort going on. So anyway, I should stress, this is again a revisit, but I took as long as I wanted on these lessons when I did it the first time. So for this revisit, I'm coming back, I'm doing it a little bit faster. I'm timing myself to do it in 20 minutes instead of like however long I gave myself the whole day to do this the first time. It's nice, but I took as long as I wanted. So anyway, goal is also to speed things up and get a little bit faster as we draw. So as far as I know, I would like to open it up to questions, but if no one has any questions or no one's here, I'm gonna just do my thing, like always. So, get out of here. Get out of here. a skeleton is revealed. So here's what we did last week. We basically took a look at some skeletons and put some poses and some muscles on top of them, which this version is not in the actual stream. I went back and did it again because I wasn't happy with the outcome, but I feel a lot better about it now. You'll see when you go watch it, but where am I going? We started out with gesture a few weeks back, and then we went and did this very sachet lady gentleman, not sure, they, them, they're a lovely bunch. So this was easy mode, front-facing model. Intermediate, a little bit harder with some more perspective to play with, and then hard mode, breakdancing, oh boy. So yeah, that was a fun session, just to understand how things attach and where they go and all that stuff. Again, this is my second version, so I already did this, but with different poses entirely and all this stuff, and it's a little bit different version entirely. So anyway, I thought today we are not going to have time to do as much as I wanted, unfortunately. But I can still at least break down some of the stuff that we're going to be talking about. And if you have questions, you can always ask me in the Discord. If I am not available here, I am always available over there. And in a minute, you'll see this timer going down. And we're going to draw together. So while I'm talking, get yourself set up, get your pens ready, get whatever the heck you need to do, because I hope you're doing this with me. Don't make me do this by myself. You know, improvement experience is the best teacher. All I'll say is I've been doing this weekly for the last 5 years, and it has helped a lot. Improvement comes with experience and time. It is not overnight. It is not watching things with your eyeballs, your ojos, your ojos. They're gonna need more than looking at stuff. Your hand has to also do the thing with me. So anyway, not to call anyone out, but I'm just saying, if you want to grow, I'm here to help you, but you got to do the work too. Okay? All right. So I'm just here to be your accountability buddy to get some homework done with a partner that's a little cray and a little spicy. So anyway, let's really quickly take a look at the bean, the Robo Bean, because we're probably not going to get to it today. And I'm talking over all this delicious Sonic. I promise I'll shut up in a minute. I just want to give you as much ammo as possible so you can get started on your own. Oh God, the vibes are good though. Ah! Okay, sorry. I'm on a timer. So here we go. Even though the Robo Bean is not obviously the full entire spectrum of what, you know, your body actually is, it's still a very, very good landmark to start with. And even simpler, we didn't do it for this lesson, but the bean itself that Proko talks about is just 2 tennis balls smashed together, which just gives you a better idea of gesture, which we took a look at a couple lessons ago. Go check that VOD out. It's the previous one, the first one we did on the oblique lesson. We're basically spending a whole month on obliques because there's a lot to cover with them. As they're part of the core, they're very important. We want to know what we're doing when we're building a human, and this part pretty much keeps you standing, so you want to get that right. Ah! Gosh! Good vibes. Man, why am I talking through them? I'm so sorry. Go listen to them on your own time without my voice rambling. Okay. So here we go. All you really need to know is that this is just a cage for your bucket, which is your pelvis, and your egg, which is your rib cage, if that makes sense. So even though we're looking at a box, technically, it's a bloated box. It's you know, a breathable box, so your lungs can do things with it. The bottom of the box represents basically the 10th rib in the front as a very strong landmark, and the front of the box of the pelvis represents your aces point in the front. So when you palpate on your body and you feel a pointy thing on your hippage, every single one of us, even those that are a little more girthy, have these landmarks. That's why they're so important and crucial, because they're the only really 2 bony landmarks that are very visible on our torso, the most superficial parts. And then vice versa for the back is the pisces point, the posterior, I forget the specific term, something fancy iliac crest. Posterior iliac spine, and the front is anterior iliac spine. I always forget what they stand for, but something like that. And then the back, I'm pretty sure the back is the other part of your rib cage. The something like that. So again, your 10th rib swoops up as it gets closer to your sternum. So that's where the back of it originates and the front of it pokes out where your cartilage meets. Anyway, I'm a student. I'm not a teacher. So fact check it. Proko's the teacher. Just make sure I'm, you know, not lying. I might be. I'm not positive. I don't want to put any information out there that I'm not 100% clear on. I'm just here to help you get this lesson down and your brain is a little bit easier. Anyway, I'm really good at rambling and don't know how to shut up sometimes, so let me just draw and let the sonic vibes take over. So our goal today is to do one of these, and I think we're gonna go with this guy. There's more than just this to look at, but let's see. This is the one I picked for today, and unless people tell me specifically which one they want, which I'm only giving us 2 options to pick from, and I'm eliminating one because I ran out of time. We're gonna do this one today. But I should also stress, of course, last but not least, final time I mention it, I'm not sponsored at all by the Proko. I just appreciate his stuff very much. I think he's a great, swell human being, a little silly, a little goofy, but you know, his lessons are rock solid and they've lasted for this long. So, you can grab all of these pictures that I'm referencing on his website completely for free. You don't have to buy the premium course to get the access assignments. But there's like 10 of these pictures that he just gives you that you can practice with. So I strongly, strongly, strongly recommend. I did them already, but we're breezing through this revisit so I don't take 5 more years doing this lesson and this whole entire course. We're gonna go through it a little bit faster and hopefully get all of this stuff in our brains and our systems in just a year, not 5 years. So still do the homework, bring your questions to class, and we can piece them through together as fellow students. And maybe I can give you a little bit of a leg up with having already experienced this course by myself. And I learned how hard it was, and now I'm here to help you not suffer by yourself. So anyway, without further ado, where can I put you? Oh, good vibes. I guess here. I can't shrink you down anymore, can I? No. I don't want to trace. That's not the assignment. The assignment is to draw freehand. So we're going to do that. Alt-Shift-T. Control Windows-T. I always forget the shortcut. Now it will not leave my screen if I click on other things. Yay. Alrighty. There we go. Dagnabbit, what is the song? I know it. Feel free to type in the chat if you know what it is. I don't remember. Okay. Louder! So many things are happening in the background. I'm sorry. That's why my brain's all over the place right now. I kind of just have so much on my plate that I can't focus. But it's still a muscle I want to sharpen, and I want to make the dedication to do that. And if I'm your accountability buddy and I flake, what kind of message does that say? So here we go. Still need that weekly practice. Oh, yes, my OCD is pleased. There we go.
4:45 p.m. Time to start wrapping up your workday and plan for dinner.
I would do that, but I started late. Thanks though, Google. All right, so here we go. Here's how this session is going to work. I basically have this timer down here that I made myself, and it's going to be a class. It's unlisted right now. Unfortunately, I haven't had the time to make more of these, but as soon as I can, I'll release them to the world. But for now, it goes as a gesture class kind of would. So it's going to start out as 5 minutes, then 10 minutes, and then another 10 minutes for any refinement for additional details if you forgot them. So I like to go, if we're doing a gesture, build it out by 5-minute gesture, rough pass of just get the movement down, 10-minute for bony landmarks, and then another additional 10 minutes if you want to embellish any muscles or shading and musculature. So for something like this, which really doesn't have much gesture, there is gesture, but it's mostly bones we're looking at. We're looking at your biggest bones in your body and your torso, your rib cage and your pelvis. So we're gonna start with 10 minutes and finish with 10 minutes to make a total 20-minute session. And that's all I have time for today. So anyway, we're gonna rock out to the sonic and hopefully that'll take us through the rest of this day. So if you have questions, ask me now, because I probably won't have time to answer them while I start drawing. But you are always welcome to ask me questions at any time. and I will try my best. So we're gonna just eliminate this for now. Sorry, RoboBean, I don't have time. Oh, hi. Well, there's one. Great. But goodbye for now. Yeah, okay. Here we go. Alrighty. Let me make sure my pen's working. Why are you not? You're not on the right layer. There we go. Okay, here we go. Sit up tall. Get a sip of water. Whatever you need in your body before we start. Ding, da, ding, 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 da, ding, ding. Ah, good old Angel Island. Thank you. Alrighty. I'm recording my screen now, and I'm going to start my timer in about 10 minutes. It's going to go off. So get your stuff ready. Shake out your arms. Shake out your system. I meant 10 seconds, not 10 minutes. Here we go. When it goes off, I don't stop. So I'm just saying now with preface. If you have questions, ask me now. All right. Other than that, though, let's see. Yeah, that looks good. Cool. That pleases me. Alrighty. My OCD is pleased. Alrighty. Here we go. Wait. Something. No, that's fine. Never mind. Alright, we're good. Here we go. Starting stream. Starting recording. In 3. Alright, when that counts down to 10, we're off. Here we go. Get them bones in. Ah! Where'd it go? Timer, come back. There we go. I have it muted. Shoot. Wait, hold on, pause. I need to hear that. Sorry, wait. Unmute. I did not mean to. Okay. Let's try that again. Listen for the bell. There we go. Now we're ready. Okay. Go! Egg! I'm gonna start with a box. That's my base of my egg. Let me... there we go. There's where my pelvis sits, the back of it. Get my bony landmarks in. Move mouse. So many things happening. Good Sonic vibes indeed. Yep. Yep. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, that's about right. Okay. Not enough room, I don't think. Let's find the midpoint. There it is. There we go. You'll see what I'm trying to figure out with my brain right now. Side plane. This is a really wonky start. I don't like it. I'm gonna start again. These lines are gonna just confuse me and not actually help. Okay. Side plane. Front plane. Side plane of that. Yeah. Okay. Back plane. Starting with a box. Yeah. Yeah. That gets gradually narrower. Okay. Okay, I don't need this anymore. You're confusing me. The butterflies are confusing me. Cool. Now let's build my pelvis from there. I'm gonna talk out loud a lot, sorry. Helps me find things. Cool. And this connection point, I want that. This and this. Very important. Once we put these in, then I can actually start building everything else. Doesn't make sense to put muscles on air just yet. We need to find out where the bones are before we do any of that. Okay. Side plane of my box. Front plane of my box. This is the aces point, but not the front plane. Let's see. Back plane goes a little further in the back. Gradually connects into some point because of foreshortening. I'm just building a box for my bucket right now. This is the side plan I have, so wait, that was fine. No, come back. Oh no. I got rid of it. Okay. We'll just take a random guess. Where is my center point of this box? There it is. Center of this line. Center of this line. Kiss. Boom. Okay. Now I can kind of find gesture. Kind of going out that way because they have to connect. Don't like to start with a bunch of lines, but when you're building your forms or structures, they need to be solid. And you want to make sure they feel good. But it's too foreshortened. There we go. Yes, okay. There we go. Save. Pelvis looks really big right now, don't worry. We'll fix it. 5 minutes. Okay, halfway point. There it is. I just want to find all of my lines first. Okay, now I can start to soften some areas where they're actually rounded boxes instead of soft, hard boxes. So here's my front plane. Oh god, oh yes, I'm gonna rock out so hard to this whole playlist. Woo, it's juicy. Okay. A little softer in there. Already goes far too back, so let's see. This has to fit within that, so let's see. Ellipses are always wonky. There we go. There's my bucket. Front of this would come down a little bit more foreshortened. Yeah. Slopes up a little bit. And I'm sorry for all the ramblings, it's probably very distracting, so at the same time you can mute me at any point and just watch if it's helpful. Can I get it in one? I don't want to cheat. Ding. Okay. Ready, some of that. Ooh, oil lotion. Oh, hell yeah. Okay. Oh, yes. Where is my halfway point of this? Let's see. If this line were to continue, neighbors are gonna neighbor. This cut is about 1/3 from my center point, so if my center point is about here, about 1/3 more is where my bucket actually sits. And then about halfway down, slopes up to about 1/3 up. There's a whole bunch of stuff that we did for the pelvis lesson to specifically get that in. I don't know if I'm gonna be as accurate here, but I'm gonna try my best. Okay, there's my cut for the bucket. Probably won't get my ribcage in, but I'm gonna try my best to be as close to it as I can. Time is ticking now. Oops, I just realized also this has to come out a little bit. Otherwise this doesn't make sense. There we go. There's a pelvis. It's a fat pelvis. Are we drawing a lady? It's wide. Okay, that'll have to do for now. No way, bro. 1 minuto. You're joking me. Okay, well, what can we do with our ribcage that we have? Where is it? Where am I off? Let's see. Side plane? Where's my front? It's a little wider than that. So let's swoop this up to meet that. Sternum should be in the same direction, going away. Swoops back, hits the back of the spine. Where is my spine? Follows that line. I rhymed. Oh yeah. Not very clear to look at right now, is it? We'll have to clean that up. Definitely not my best ribcage. Haven't practiced rib cages in a while. So now this is break time, where I could step back and look at this in a better angle. See where I could improve. I mean, this makes sense mostly, except for this part. This part has to come in a little more. Let's see, if that looks like that, this is my side plane, it's gonna come in about there. And you definitely could have gone about this a better way. Let's start erasing what doesn't make sense to my brain. This is a spine. This is not a part of my ribcage, so I'm gonna hide some of that because it's gonna confuse me. Okay, now is time where we move on to muscle. If there's time. Oh god, it's so juicy in here though. Oh! I don't trust myself with the base of that ellipse. Oh god, did it in one. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's a little bloated down there, but that's okay. This timer is just meant to keep you moving. Trying so hard not to stress me out. It's really hard. Okay, so let's see. There's definitely some areas that aren't great, but it's a better... It's getting there. It's definitely not my best. Yeah, no. But that's why I don't like to rush. This is really good practice for me because I suck at moving quickly. Getting a ribcage in 10 minutes. This would normally be like a full 30 minutes before I feel good about landing on some bones I'm happy with. Because let me see. This side plane is about the same. That's correct. Where it ends though, ends about there. It would swoop all the way out here to hit that side plane. It dips in. Wait a minute. That's what's confusing me. I see. Sonic is my timer. We finish when he's done. Let's see. How's that feel? Should be inside of it somewhat. Front plane. Let's see. Sternum. Cool. Alright, there's a rib cage. Mostly. Oh, pressed garden zone. No, you didn't. No, you didn't put pressed garden in here. You heckin' did, though, bro. Oh, it's good. Okay, I'm not as proud of this as I could be, but it's in. Hmm. Ooh, it's tasty. Alrighty. That is as good as a rib cage and a pelvis as we're gonna get, and I'm wasting time doing any touch-ups because we need to move on to muscle now. So let's do that. Cleaning this up is not gonna get me any closer to understanding obliques. So here we go. That's as good as we're getting. That's my base. Let's save that. Make this an even 25 because it pleases me. Even numbers make me happy. Lock it down. New layer. Let's get some red in here. Alright, so where the heck do obliques originate? They start at the 5th rib, I believe. So I'm gonna just draw some fake ribs on here. They would start down and then swoop up, continuing in this arc. So give me 5 fake ribs. Yeah, let's see. 8th one would be up here. Kind of trace like that. So let's see. If I made 8 ribs. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see. About there. It's about at the sternum. And then we get into floating rib territory where this is all cartilage. Yeah, cool. Alrighty, there's my ribs. So here's what we need to know about obliques. All you gotta know, for the most part, they start from the back. Like, let's see. I don't have my 3D model right now, but if my rib cage looks like this, they start like in this back area of your ribs and go all the way down. Boom, 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 boom. There. That's probably not a great way to show it, but let's see. If this is my abs. My abs attach. Let's get my abs in. Find a nice curve for abs. That gets gradually thinner as it goes lower. And if I really want to be specific about my abs, they might curve right where they miss as soon as bone takes over. As long as there's no bone there, if this is a leaner person, there would just be stretches of skin here. If there's a little more girth on somebody, it could go way out here. But I want to draw a leaner person. So this would be mostly space. And then they attach right on the front of this part. All of this. We might actually put a little over it, because that's where they love to hang out. They sit right on the front of the pizzas, swoop in to get to all that stuff. And they just trace this line. All of that. Pretty sure, not positive, might have to double check. Let's give a little bit extra spice to some internal oblique. That would just shoot right down. Pretty sure. No matter how lean this person is, there's still some oblique. It would just be a little more stretched on one side. That's why I love obliques. That squash and stretch is so juicy. So most of this flank fat would be coming from back there. Anything on the front would be attaching to the aponeurosis of the tendon of the abs. So if my abs are going like this, About there would probably be a belly button. Right at the same line. And you might see a little definition at the base, but that's rare. Again, these are probably not going to look nearly as nice as my first round, because this is my second round, which is on a timer, but I'm trying. Let's see. I'm going to trace this curve, because again, they curve down. Refer to the Proko lesson one more time if you're not sure. I'm also looking at a reference myself, just to make sure I'm not lying to you. Should be correct, but let's see. Yeah, they curve down. A little more of a curve. Then it needs serratus. All of that would be serratus. Bum, 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 honk, honk. Let's see that. Trace this line. Start at the sternum. Definitely not going to finish this in time. I'm going to try though. Okay. Yaw. Yaw. Gradually getting more and more diagonal as we get lower. And that's where we get to the flank fat. So now with this pinchy pinch, what I really want to see, all of this beautiful pinch can be all of that skin folding happening. Delicious skin folds happen in pinchy areas. So it's bulging out some of that beautiful belly. Muscle belly pops out here. And a little more definition. Normally you wouldn't even see this because it's cut off by some underwear, usually. Can I feel the sunshine? Oh yeah, I can. Absolutely. Cool. Might see a little bit of shell shadow. Cool. Now for this side. No way, bro. 1 minute. No! No! Goes all the way down. Pretty tight. Sure, it tapers. Does it brighten up your day, chat? Brightens up mine. Okay. That would go all the way back there. Alright, I'm probably gonna go overtime just a little bit, but I am pretty close, which is much better than what I was doing before I was timing myself. Not here to be perfect, I'm just here to try, just like all of us. Another day. A little bit of a recessed spot for belly button. Alrighty. I'll accept this begrudgingly. Time. Well, is it perfect? No. But is anything ever? Hardly. So I guess it's a little bloated. I don't know. This ribcage is definitely going further back this way now that I look at it. Well, we kind of got that angle. I could probably embellish that a little bit more. I really want that gesture. A leaner person. They're a stick. Let's see. Oh no, now they're anorexic. Wait a minute. Oh no. I want this natural curve in here to really speak. Embellish the curves a little more for more gesture. Okay, they're still anorexic, but it's not so bad now. And we're not including any of the other part of the body that would in some point swoop back out to give some shoulders. That's where all of that would come in. Armpit, delt. And then the rest of the arm would be there. There's really no need for me to do all this, I just want to be extra. I should stop there. But anyway, and then there's a trap. Yeah, there would be some glutes probably there, and legs going back that way. Alrighty. It's not my best, but you know what? We kind of got it in there. Oh, and then if there's pecs, we totally didn't draw those, but pecs going back into the arm. And maybe a boob or two, because I think we drew a woman at this point. It's not a great one, but you know what? We tried. Alrighty. Well, I'll call that a stream. It's definitely not perfect, as nothing ever is, but I feel alright about that. If I really wanted to embellish longer, I could, but nobody needs to see that. The point is, I got you started. You can finish the sentence later. Alrighty. Call that. Stop the recording. Stop the presses. Let's watch what we got. Let's see what we got back. So here's where we started. Ooh, let's go all the way through. We started really wide with a big pelvis box, probably way bigger than necessary, but it's meant to hold everything, so we kind of got it in there. Rib cage was wonky. We went over a whole 2 minutes in it. Kind of found it. Definitely could have leaned that rib cage back a bit more now that I'm looking at it. That is way out here. We could have had way more range in that gesture. Definitely not my best, but I was again rushing. I would also stress with these anatomy journeys, as you're taking your time through them, take your time. Do not rush on my account. I would strongly suggest actually taking your time to find correct form and everything before you rush anything. It's not going to be nearly as helpful if you rush. But I guess we kind of got there. Yeah. Alrighty. Well, for now, sorry for such an abruptly quick stream, but I got a lot to do. So I'll say right now, thank you so much for watching, and if you happen to enjoy what I do here, you can leave a like, you can subscribe if you want. Things probably will be a lot less stressed when I come back. I have so much to do. But also, thanks so much for hanging out. If you want to learn anatomy, if you have any buddies who are learning anatomy, make it easier on yourself and do it with a buddy. Come on in and we can take our journey together. So until then, my friends, PLD. Keep playing, keep loving, keep dreaming, and I'll see you guys next time a little bit less stressed and hopefully more calm. Just wanted to make sure I didn't forget about you guys today.